love it make me sing, 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 sing. It's so much you bring. It's the simple things that make me sing, 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 sing.
I saw you looking, girl, so what you say? We knew each other for a while, so no delaying. I thank the Most High, cause all that praying never fell on deaf ears. Somehow I felt he gave in. And when you held me so close, you gave me chills. Your love, it took away the pain, forget bills. I used to run in the streets, so kept me still. Those eyes got me dazed, questions, I got the middle. Have you felt the love so strong that you could move a mountain? The truth through all the questions, all the hurting, all the doubting. Felt like you just woke up to like heaven every morning. I kiss you like 6 times in my head, but who's counting? Treat me like a king, you're my queen, of course. You told me what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. You just supported my dreams, see past my flaws. We never bit this on lies, you the one I adore.
Your love it make me sing, 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 sing. It's so much you bring. It's the simple things that make me sing.
I had to tell my friend you made me feel safe again. My family happy and they could see how big me grin. And how you kept me safe through the days, pull me in. I lost so much now, it's time for me to take a win. Come be my night nurse and I'll show you how the fire spark. It hurts everywhere, I show you more after dark. Your neighbors swear we a bunch of animals, Noah's Ark. It may seem simple, but this ain't no walk in the park. And when you saw me going left, you're the one that took me right. A simple gaze is daydreams and sleepless nights. You saw me knew when I needed you, you took a flight. Cuddles, hugs, and back rubs, you're shorty tight. Just be careful you blow away, gal, cause you're fine. You probably saw something that you like, so take your time. Since the one that I saw you, you blew my mind. And if you're ready for round 2, just press rewind.
Your love it make me sing, 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 sing. It's so much you bring. It's the simple things that make me sing, 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 sing.
I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it. There's going to be points that people are going to mistake my confidence for arrogance because they don't understand the process I went through and how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen. I feel like you can will yourself into a good space. Things that are meant to happen will. And if you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn.
Very cool.
All right. Okay. We're gonna learn today. Peace and blessings. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio. The place where knowledge is born. This is your host, and we waved our magic wand. We made our prayers to the God. We set our divine intentions, and they're here. Okay,
right.
We're here. Okay,
Yeah.
Ever since we had Yoga Bae on, we was like, yo, I'm saying, son, like we want to know, the story of the story. Like, she's like, all right, we're gonna get to you, fam. Okay, stay out my DM, fam. Like, stop pestering me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Fly back to you. I was like, man, I'm saying, we need to know the story because people was asking me about the story. You see what I'm saying? It's not a to-be story. It's a love story. Okay. So because my honor and privilege that to some present to others proof that Black love still exists and Black love conquers all. It is healing, it is wellness, it's empowering, it's impactful, and it could be found all around the world. So let's welcome the epitome of Black love, the epitome of Black transformation, and our Black future looks bright because of them. Okay, no pressure. That's my words, not their words.
Who we talking about?
So let's give it up for the Robinsons, okay? Let's give it up.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, how y'all doing? What's up, y'all? Do the Knowledge Radio. Appreciate you for having us, man. It means a lot, man. You know, it's sorry we didn't get a chance to, get a chance to hit you up earlier, but better later than never,
That's all good. That's all good. Y'all are worth the wait. I was like, if I gotta wait till next year, you know what I'm saying? So be it. Okay, that means they booked and busy out here saving people's lives. Okay,
I like that. Booked and busy.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how y'all feeling? First of all, let's start there. How y'all feeling?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. Rested. This morning, my wife, we had a yoga session out at Heroes Park in St. Kitts and Nevis as well. Every Saturday, she does that 7 a.m. So got enough energy. Kind of got out there. I was mainly the camera guy, but I did yoga earlier the week before. You know what I'm saying? So that felt like work, and it was a great feeling. I'm good.
Yeah. Give it up for good supportive husbands, camera guys, errand boys. Give it up. Thank you, Jeeves, because anything I need for my husband to do, he does. So yeah, we woke up on his day off, mind you. He's up at 5 a.m. to do yoga with me. So yeah, definitely we feel good. We're energized. We started the morning off really, really well. So it's a really great day. Awesome.
How about you?
I'm good. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here just so I don't get fined. That's what my man said. He said, I'm here so I don't get fined.
Right.
I'm glad to be in this space. The energy that y'all radiate, the love that y'all show each other, the looks. I'm like, man, look at this. This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
Thank you, man.
So
it is velvet. It is.
Yes. So y'all know one of my favorite episodes is Martin. On Martin is how they met. They was sitting there with everybody telling their version of the story. Martin came in and was like, yeah, baby, I want you to be my everything. You see what I'm saying? And Jenny's like, she told her story. And then at the end, they had the spot, like, they was actually about to get kicked out. And he was like, your man, okay? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, your man, I'm your man,
Right.
It's like, my man.
Right.
So it was beautiful. And I was like, yes. So every time I get couples together, the PG G-rated version of how y'all met. Okay?
How we met. What?
Okay.
I tell this story probably more than he does. So I'm gonna let him tell it, and then wherever he messes up, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna let him tell the story of how we met, because I always tell it. So what happened?
You made my penis hard. I decided to.
He said the G version.
I decided to dive in. I'm joking. I didn't do that, and that was not the intention.
First of all, we were celibate till we got married. Let me throw that out there.
And she bought a bit more.
You know what? I told you this. I did an interview about
I'm
it.
joking. I'm joking.
No, you tell it. Okay, cool. I really tell the story because I never heard it from you.
Okay. So I was going through a lot, in terms of like relationship wise. I've been with someone about maybe like a year and a half ish. Serious before, I was in the streets and stuff. I just kind of figured like I just wanted someone to be there for me, provide, kind of see the better part of me. I prayed to God and asked for that. Even after me and my ex, broke up and stuff, I was still on the path of trying to push through my music, but I was just kind of fed up of being hurt, just fed up of just being like, I didn't feel complete. I've been married for like 13 years before. And then probably 3 years after that, I got my second marriage, but I was always that type of person. I was dedicated to what I love and what my heart is desired for. And God knew that. So, when I prayed to God, it's like, yo, look out for me, man. I'm getting tired of being hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel right hurting people at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, one night stands, yada, yada, that good stuff. But, it was just And plus, you know, my career was kind of taking off too, man. So I needed someone that was going to be there for me, represent me, and love me and see me for a better person, you know. And then when I saw Bae Jay on social media, you know, because this artist, you know, I look up for other artists as well, and she kind of caught my eye. Seeing what she did, you know, her yoga, doing it in the park, talking to the people as well, trying to, you know, live life better, live life healthy, and to kind of at least do better, you know what I'm saying, as a person overall. And she wasn't about the talk, you know, she was about the action. You know, we've been watching her for a while, and then
Stalker.
you know, just to kind of, you know, make sure, you know, she wasn't just about that, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I reached out to her inbox. I think I like a couple of pictures on her stuff, and I reached out to her inbox and on Instagram, and then kind of set up the, you know, the talk. Probably had a show kind of going on. Maybe kind of invited her to the show. She kind of saw what I was all about overall. And then yeah, it just kind of started from there. We just talked on the phone for 2 hours, and then the day after, wanted to see her in person because I wanted to see if it was, you know, it's just right here. Just feeling what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure. And yeah, we had a great time, man. And it wasn't anything sexual. It just felt like I found my partner, my best friend. You know.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's adorable. Yeah.
That. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. Knowledge. He gives such a beautiful version of how we met. Like, it sounds so beautiful and romantic.
Hold my ears with it.
He does. I mean, and the truth is, all of that is true. All of that is true.
Was I miss something?
Oh, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is how we met. That is true. That is how we met. Yeah. So what had happened was, you know, I saw this guy on Instagram, and in his profile it said international hip hop artist, and that's really all I saw. And let me tell you, I'm born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. I'm hip hop till at least I thought I was. So I was like, who this Caribbean dude talking about international hip hop artist? So my ego got offended. I was like, you don't know hip hop. How dare you think you know hip hop? Let me see who this is. I mean, so that's, you know what I mean? I was, you know, I was coming to test if he really knew hip hop. And then as you scroll through, so I always tell people we met online. As you scroll through and you see what the person is about, because people put a lot of their life on social media, it seemed like he was an okay brother. I didn't see any other sisters in pictures with him. You know what I mean? Let me scroll through and see what homeboy is really like. And he seemed to be legit. He seemed to be really into the music. He seemed to be just a legit guy. And the truth is, I slid in his inbox. You know what I mean? And yeah, that is the truth. I shot my shot, but that's the truth. I slid in his inbox. But really, that's what you did? That's what you did? But I promise y'all, I didn't do it with the thought of I'm gonna get with dude. You know, but don't laugh at him. Don't laugh at this brother, cause it ain't. Don't be ganging up on me. I need a female host. Any female host want to jump? No, anyway. So I really slid in because he had posted that he had a show. And where we were living, I did not know that they had a hip hop community where we were living. I really didn't know. And so when he posted that there was a hip hop show, I was like, oh, I'm interested. Again, I'm hip hop, you know. And so that's really why I slid in his inbox. I was like, hey, I didn't know that this thing was happening. Can you tell me more? And homeboy was like, I can show you better than I can tell you. And the rest was history. So You know, ladies, it might be okay to slide in some inboxes sometime. You know what I mean? Just don't, you slide in the inbox and he slide down on one knee. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's right. Shoot your shot.
Sounds like Mario Brothers.
There you go.
Gotcha.
So that is how we met. And then I guess the biggest thing is we met and got married in 50 days, 50.
Yep.
So within the first month, homeboy was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just marry you.
I know what I wanted. Within the first, I would say, week or so, I already know, like, hey, I feel like she really looks out for me. She really communicates. She's really about that. Her energy is what I wanted. And honestly, without her, I wouldn't have made it this far, man. Dude, it's almost like finding the other half of you. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that because she's my wife. It's like when you kind of got that connection with someone, you could do anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially with communication.
I agree.
That's a main thing.
Great. Yeah.
So that sounds like my second question. Okay, so I want y'all to take some time because folks is listening. Like they don't think that this happens. Okay, because it's hard out here for a gimp. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So how has your lives changed since meeting each other and being in relationships with one another?
You go first this time.
Wow.
I know.
Right. That's such a heavy question. And so it's almost like, how much time do you have?
I got all day. Let's go.
Right. So I will tell you that, how can I put it? So, as a single woman, and when him and I met, we were both already in our 40s, so we didn't meet very young. We weren't new to this. We have both been in relationships and marriages before. We had both had children before. So we were like kind of seasoned when it came to relationships. We had our own thoughts and opinions and things like that. And I will tell you that when you become, for me, when I became a wife, my whole thoughts on relationships had to change. Any type of underlying issues, thoughts, baggage, behaviors, ideals, those things really had to change because now I had to be present in my marriage, not based off, well, this is just what dudes do, or this is just what I'm gonna do as a wife, or this is just how I'm gonna be. I had to really examine myself and see what things I needed to work on as a wife, not as a girlfriend, not as a baby mama, not as a live-in, not as a get-over girl. As a wife, my role is completely different than any role that I had ever played before. And so many things had to be altered. A lot of my behaviors had to change. A lot of my gratitude, a lot of my patience. I really had to look in and see what the things that I needed to work on. And because I was willing to be open and doing that, our marriage was able to blossom and grow. So everything has gotten better. If I would have stayed in my independent way of thinking, or in my way of thinking that marriage is supposed to look like this, or a man is supposed to do this, then no, we would not be in such a peaceful place in our marriage. So everything changed, everything got better because I was able to look inward and grow those things that had to be grown in order to be a wife. It's easy to get married, it's easy to have the wedding, it's easy to get dressed up and get pretty and all that. But month 6, month 7, right. Month 22, that's when it's like, wait. Bills hit, sickness hits, death hits. Wait, you know what I mean? He put his clothes on the floor and didn't put them in the laundry, all that stuff. He's working late. He lost his job. Right. All of that hits. How you gonna respond? And if you're thinking how you thought when you were selfish, that thought of, I got it, I don't need a man. I'm independent. EINDE. We carry that INDEPE into our marriage because that's what we know. And that's what we've had to be. You know, many women out here being single mothers. All we know is how to be independent and single. So then we get a man and we still INDEPE, you know. So a lot had to change. And almost everything in my life got better because I was able to be open and change with that. Name it, it got better. My health got better. My skin got better. My hair got better. You know what I mean? My food got better. My laughter got better. My surroundings, everything got better. Everything.
All right.
What about you, Gorganus?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think without my wife, honestly, being, you know, the type of person she is and understanding and willing to make sacrifices to, because, you know, the goal is something bigger, us working together towards, you know, happiness and living life to the fullest. He pushed me, you know, in a lot of things. You know, I was kind of used to one different thing, but my environment changed. So I had to kind of adjust and step up more to the plate in terms of like being like a husband per se. Because again, I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? And I have my flaws, but I'm willing to change and make it work. And that's the only thing about it is just making a sacrifice, you know. You don't make a sacrifice, then it's on you. But yeah, so I had to kind of overall change, you know, my approach on music, my approach on life, my kids, you know, my end goal on and what I want to achieve, you know, per se, and the sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? She was definitely there to push me and always be in the corner and say, you know what, we got this regardless. You know, we got this. Everything changed. Like life changed, breathing changed,
Everything changed.
everything, and it's for better. Because look at me, you're the living, yeah.
Now, y'all both alluded to faith and having a strong spiritual base, and your spiritual base was something that was underlining on beseeching divine intervention in your lives, and then your lives actually bringing y'all together. Yoga Bay, last time you was on it, you was like, I prayed and I asked for this. And then you talked about the specificity of it. And Gorganus, you mentioned you prayed, you was like, yo, so you see how I'm living out here, saying like, yo, what's good? Like what's good? So you know, how important was that when establishing y'all's bond, establishing y'all's relationship, establishing y'all's connection, you know, in that space of coming together, being equally yoked in regards to that, you know, how critical was that, would you say, for both of y'all in y'all's development?
Yeah, I feel, I mean, being at a spiritual connection, you know, close to God connection, that has a major role. You know, honestly, without God and His prayers, and you know, He can see what we've been through and what we're about to do and what we're trying to do. He gives us grace, man, and He gives us the grace like numerous times, and I'm like so thankful. Like, bro, I wake up to heaven every day. You know what I'm saying? And look at our mountains and look like Godzilla. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm like, I'm living. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's all I'm asking. I'm asking God for just health and happiness, man. I ain't asking for no money because I know my money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about nothing else. Just health and happiness, so I will continue working towards your goal and your prayers. So I feel that spiritual connection definitely number one.
You know, let me tell you, I don't think that anybody should get married in 50 days without talking to God first.
Right.
Like, you better talk to a higher power before you just meet Joe Smo off the street and decide that this is the person you're going to spend your life and your time and your money and your body with. You better talk to God about that. So, I really could not have known that He was going to be the partner for me if I hadn't already known myself, you know, to know what I could tolerate and what I couldn't. So one, I had to have a spiritual connection, an internal connection with myself, my body, my own rhythm, my own pH balance. I had to know all of that about me first. And then I definitely had to and it's different when you are religious, it's different when you are spiritual, but it's something about having that personal relationship with God. It's different than just having that I prayed. It's to me, it's very different.
For the work.
Yes.
And you have to see it in the sacrifice you're making.
Yes. I think that when you have that personal relationship with God, you can really talk to God like your friend. And you can say, okay, this is really what I desire. This is what I want. And I need you to tell me. I need you to show me. I need you to give me some real sign. Like, I don't need nothing cryptic, God. Me and you are friends. We talk. So if me and you are friends, God, and we talk, I need you to talk to me. I don't need nothing cryptic. I don't want to figure it out. And he talked to me. Really, like audibly in my ear. And I've only heard God speak to me a few times in my life, but I know when it was him and when it was my own self. So God literally talked to me, and I thank you, because again, you got a man asking you to become his wife, you know, after 39 days. That's you know what happens, but that ain't, you know what I mean? Everybody ain't doing that. So it was imperative that I had a spiritual life before I even met him, but well before I met him, because I don't advise nobody to get married in 50 days, even though I did it. That is not my advice to people. Unless you and God walk and talk together, don't do it. Don't do it. And that would be my advice. I'm very real. No, even every once in a while I ask him, do you think we were crazy? Like, do we have a lapse in judgment? But I definitely, and I joke about it, but I definitely know that
2 years later.
Right. Still crazy. I definitely know that it is because I had my own relationship with God that was outside of my relationship with my husband, that was outside of the relationship with any institution. It was my own relationship with God. And when I met him, there was 2 things that God said to me when I met him that I knew that it was going to be him. So absolutely, you have to have one, especially to do what we did.
Let me drop a bomb for that. Okay? Because if loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right. Okay?
Pretty much.
Coming to America. Okay?
Pretty much.
I think it's beautiful because y'all don't strike me as religious people. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a distinction between, like, y'all don't give me the religious vibe. Okay.
I agree. I think that you can study religion. I think that religion is something you can learn in schools and you can learn in books. I think that's something that you can learn about. But I think that whenever you decide to know a higher power, it transcends from what I read to what I've experienced. So there's a part of me that's religious because I've definitely read and studied and I've been to school for it. But I think the spiritual side of me maybe shines forth a little bit more because I don't subscribe to one religion. You know what I mean? My spirit can connect with what's the word? I can relate to many different religions. I can relate to it. I can relate to Islam and Buddhism and Catholicism or Christianity. I can relate to any of those. But I think spiritually, we all, the purpose of all religions is to serve the one God. So I believe I can be both, but I do probably would say my spirit connects with more than just a religion. Right. Yeah, I agree.
I don't think
That's your story. That's your story. You sticking to it. That's your story. You sticking to it.
You sticking to that? What do you
Oh
think?
yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm more of like a spiritual type of thing. I'm not click to like a religion type thing. You know, I know God is the ultimate being and the ultimate, goal. So it's not like I feel religion kind of strictens people from certain things and more classifies you in not because you're a human, you're also an atheist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you kind of stay over there when, God is about love, man. I don't care what you think I look like. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be about community and love and togetherness. So I feel like I'm more like a spiritual connection type of person that loves everyone, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But
He definitely does. He's definitely more of a loving person to everyone, way more than me. I hold limitations with my love. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't too sure about them. Nah, I'm good.
But you as I guess as a spiritual type of person as well. And I think you also too.
Yeah.
We learn to see the energy of people, how they move. You know what I'm saying? Even before you open your mouth, I see how the way you look at me, the way you kind of feel at me, the way you talk about me as I pass by. So don't expect the first impression when I open my mouth. It's going to be something that we're going to work together when you already talking behind my back. So, I mean, we have the ability to kind of read negative energy and go where our spirit's guiding us, not be in the wrong place, the wrong time, or going to clubs and all that stuff. We go out and hang and chill and stuff, especially in St. Kitts. Go out, eat, chill, have fun, line technically, but it's a point we're open. You know what I'm saying? We can 9 o'clock, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't let that be the next question. Right.
what time is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So going into business now, what's the business story? Establishing yourself in the place, doing what you need to do in that place, establishing your brand identity, your brand promise, all of those beautiful buzzwords, but doing it together. What's that story like? Because folks say we can't do this together, we can't do that together, blah blah blah. Like y'all are making these things work. Y'all are making these things work. Y'all are complementary with one another. So how does that work? Am I bugging? Am I tripping? Because it looked great. Because if y'all faking it, it looked real good fake. Okay, so
we're gonna get off this interview. We gonna go to our separate rooms now. I'm playing.
No, I mean honestly, it's. I made joke references with her before. You're sailing this Titanic with me. You know what I'm saying? We're flying this ship. It's part of it's a team effort. Because we're married, we're a team. I want to see my wife happy every day. And if yoga is what she does, then we're gonna push the shit out of yoga. We're gonna try to get you contracts. We're gonna make it work for the government. We're gonna put you up in a spot where you're gonna wake up in the morning and see nothing but yoga on your mind because you're looking over mountains and seas, and it's like you're already there. All we gotta do is just do the work. So I kind of try to set ourselves up overall. So whatever makes my wife happy, I'm down, man. Plus, it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm technically working out without working out too much. You know what I'm saying? But it's still, we trying to be 100. That's I kind of joke about that. And there's a video on Netflix that's called "Live to Be 100." But yeah, happiness is a part of longevity in life. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make her happy. Nobody's perfect. We argue. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I make mistakes and all that stuff, but communication and the understanding.
We haven't had an argument in over a year. He is not telling the whole truth. We have not. But we have not. We have not had an argument over a year. We do not argue, honestly. No, we don't. We ain't gonna put that out there. No, it is possible. You can have a relationship without an argument because we haven't had an argument in over a year. This is my part. I'm sorry, but I said if you say something wrong, I'm gonna jump in. I said that in the very beginning. I said if you say something wrong, I'm gonna jump in, and and we have not had an argument since February of 2023.
To a wider demographic.
I'm so sorry, but we ain't gonna put that out there. Nah, shawties, we don't argue. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Now, you can finish now. Maybe this might be the argument, but
The end of my sentence.
no, we don't. But I'm sorry. Like, no, that's not the truth.
All right, I'm funny. Your turn.
I'm sorry. Wait, you want to finish now?
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm good.
But no, how do we make it work as a couple? We took on a lot, getting married very quickly, and then within the year of our marriage, the first year of our marriage, we took a move and we moved out of the country. So all of that took a lot. But what I will say is that when we met each other, when we first met, I knew he was into music and he knew I was into yoga. None of those things changed. I didn't try to make him come into yoga or make him stop his music or vice versa. He didn't try to say, well, this is what I heard about yoga and I don't think you should, or I don't want my wife to be doing all these. None of that stopped. So we didn't try to change what we knew the other person was already doing. I was doing this before you. This is what I do. And so we knew that. So with every step that we took now, we just kind of added to each other's whatever we was already doing. Right. So it's almost like if he was building a one-story house, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna build another story on top. He's already building his house. He was already into music and hip hop. So the only thing I did is I found some other places that he can perform. Hey, have you heard about this? Did you hear about this show? Did you hear about that? He's already doing it. You know what I mean? When I started doing yoga, and the truth is, I did need somebody to hold the camera. Here he comes. Hey, Jay, did you think about going and working at the Y? Did you think about this? One of my girlfriends said that she wanted to do yoga. How about doing it at this place? We just gave each other more ideas to what we were already doing. So when we came to this country, none of that changed. Now we had to come to the country and we had to let people know that, that I do yoga and he does music. But once people know, the only thing I do now to help him is I look for places that he can perform his music. You know what I mean? He lets me know of places that now, hey, did you sign up with the ministry of this? Did you call the ministry of that? We just help each other on our own path, because whether we're together or not, he does music, I do yoga. That's it, And at times we can make a video and put it together, and it's a beautiful thing. But we knew who we were before we got together. And the person that we had to marry also had to know who we were. If you come in here to change that, then you're not for me and I'm not for you. A house divided against each other will fall.
That's enough. Yeah, one of the bombs right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, sir, let's talk about this musical journey. I need to go back to your musical genesis. Okay, in the beginning, Gorganus created the heavens and the earth. Okay, talk to us about it. Your earliest recollection. What got you started? What was your motivation? What's your inspiration? And how would you describe your particular offering as an artist?
All right. Well, it started off at in the Caribbean. I think it's in Nevis, where I was born. My father was a legendary, iconic hip hop Calypsonian called Mick Stokes. So I'm the son of Mick Stokes. So his musical journey, I guess, kind of rubbed off in me. I was taken to his sets and all that stuff as a child, going around meeting like legendary people that passed away and all that good stuff. And he also came on a track with us. Well, we actually was on a track with him called Party, because he saw the potential in us. We were actually the first hip hop groups in St. Kitts and Nevis called X-Base Clan to, that was like 30 years ago, that actually kind of broke the mold in hip hop in St. Kitts and Nevis. And then about 20 years, when I was 20, I went to America.
You traveled and you opened up for somebody. Who did you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we went to St. Martin as well. Yeah, we went to St. Martin and we performed and came second place where you opened up for Chuck D and Soul for Real back in the 90s as well. So that was like a contest show. We kind of went there as well, came back to St. Kitts.
Okay, tell them dust it off, okay? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Just Chuck D,
Don't
like you
leave
just,
that out.
like you just,
Leave that out.
My
it's like,
bad.
yeah,
Part of
fam.
the
I
story.
opened up for
Open it
Chuck
up for
D,
Chuck
okay?
D.
You opened up for hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? You opened up for hip hop. Chuck D, like that's hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna be quiet again. Though. We had a
Yes.
moment. We had a moment. All right.
Yes.
Now you're good. And yeah, that's actually all on my Instagram page as well, under the Gorganus. And then I went to New York when I was about 20. To try to kind of keep the goal kind of going the same. But I guess it was more, the goal was mainly to bring my mother and my brother to the America, to kind of give them the American dream, and also just to, give them the opportunity. That goal was achieved, and 30 years later, I guess all the knowledge. I was also signed to a record label in Augusta as well when I moved to Augusta, because I was in New York for about 20 years, and then I went to Augusta, Georgia. I was signed to a record label called Just Joe Records in Augusta. And my music and just connecting with producers as well. Was at the Soul Bar, opened up for Soul Bar, not opened up, I had some feature shows at Soul Bar, Atlanta, Miami. So we went to different places to kind of get the name and exposure kind of as well. Came up with the 5 elements, the reasoning for the name Gorganus, a clothing brand, because I'm CEO of my own clothing brand, Gorwear. Gorganus means strong together with the 5 elements, graffiti, knowledge, DJ, MC, B-boy on the back. And just try to bring, I'm more of like a hip hop / reggae, in artist type of thing, because of my other roots, and my history of hip hop, from since St. Kitts to New York to Augusta, it, created me for what I am overall is Gorganus. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was it like chasing your dream, being in pursuit of your dream? Like it's a family dream that you inherited, directly or indirectly. And then what was it like for your father to see this inheritance passed to you and then work that way and then go pursue it and then shop your sound, your authentic sound, your signature in these different markets?
Well, my father said I was his favorite hip hop artist. My father probably didn't know too much anything about hip hop, what I'm saying, but just for him to be kind of saying that, that meant a lot. He's sad that he passed before I was able to come back home, and he see me in person and performing live, but he's always been watching my videos on YouTube and being a supportive fan. I still got inbox messages and chats and how proud he was when I got signed, and a new video and all that extra good stuff. So it was inspiring. Following the footsteps of my father, coming back home overall was honestly close to the goal, because my goal is to perform on the music festival or the big shows that my father performed on. Just to kind of say, yeah, I did it. I did that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the goals overall. It's gonna happen because I keep making music. My music is on the radio station here, and I said, Clarity, the Godzilla, Abracadabra is also out. So I mean, I'm putting the work in. If I can make it in America, I can make it anywhere. So that's the goal, and continue to drive to the mission continues.
Hip hop got you a wife, son.
Right.
You get too many people say that, right? Hip hop got you a wife, son. You
That is
understand
true.
what I'm saying? Hip hop reunited your family and got you a wife, son. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But both of y'all could just pop your collar and brush your shoulders off, okay? Hip hop got you a husband and a wife, okay? Yeah. Okay.
It's funny you say that. So whenever he proposed to me, My husband had it was at the Soul Bar in Augusta, Georgia, and it was Bars for Your Minds. It was a bar spin, so it's a pretty big hip hop show that they do. And he proposed to me during his set. And in the middle of his set, this man gets down on one knee and he pulls out this ring and he proposed to me. And the MC of the show was like, "Oh my God, we got Love and Hip Hop right here, at the show, So when you say that, it is comical because it kind of was like, yeah, hip hop really did bring us together in a way. Yeah, it's true. Come to America. Okay.
Y'all went from battling to collaborating for life?
Pretty much. Yes.
Okay. Right.
Yes. Jay-Z, really? You're not. Which one am I? I'm not Jay-Z. Which one am I? I'll be Jay-Z because I'm gonna let this thing just do what it do. I'll be Jay-Z. And you be Nas? Okay. Really? That trick too. Let me punch your mouth real quick. No, that's for Nas. It's cute with the shit too. I mean,
So violent.
well,
We always give love.
I mean, you said Jay-Z and Nas. They was mad at each other for a minute. Yeah, we're back.
I love it. This is amazing. Y'all are amazing. Your experiences are amazing. I need y'all to take this show on the road. I need y'all to take this
You
show
know what?
on the road.
You know how many people tell us stuff like that? Like, I take the show on the road. Like, I don't know what it. I mean, I really don't know what it is that we do. I think we're just being ourselves, and I think people are just kind of enamored with our story sometimes because of the things that we've done. But many people have told us that we should really do something. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to turn the wheels in my head to try to figure something out. Netflix, Tubi. We need to get on Tubi.
Are you up there?
We can do an independent show and sell it to Tubi. I'm telling you. Really?
Do the
Who y'all know? Somebody knows somebody.
That's it.
Somebody knows somebody.
It's sent.
It's out there.
Do your independent show and keep it. Don't sell it to nobody.
Right, and don't sell it to nobody.
It's yours. Y'all have an authentic story. It's beautiful. Y'all can narrate it. Y'all can hire some people to try to act like y'all, whatever the case may be. There's so many concepts. There's so many things that are there. It's so much richness. Love truly conquers all, and y'all are the epitome of it. So there's so much richness to the story. So many things y'all didn't share, but the world needs to hear it. The world needs to hear it. The world needs a reminder of healing. There's a lot of turbulence going on right now. It's a lot of people, we're missing each other because we can't see each other. So y'all are proof that regardless of trial, tribulation, and adversity, love still wins. Y'all loved your way back to each other. You see what I'm saying? Y'all loved your way back to each other, and y'all were audacious. Pushed chips in, all in, and said, we're doing this. You see what I'm saying? It's not conventional. It's not following anybody's rules. We on God's time, and we're gonna do this together. So, like, moving on God's time is something that's ill, that's very evident in your life. So y'all can do these things by your own design. It's a story. There's people out there that's moving on God's time separately that need to be together, and they'll come together based off of that kind of frequency and energy that y'all put out in regards to what y'all do. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to salute that for a second and give y'all that love right there. Okay.
Thank you.
So now let's talk about winning together. Okay, what it feel like to win together? You understand what I'm saying? What it feel like to win together, to win across the globe together. Okay, y'all. Look, y'all was together in America and y'all left America. It was like we about to take. Y'all really did take the show on the road. I said, I need to take the show on the road. Y'all took the show on the road and winning together. So like to win together. What does it look like to come back home and create different memories associated with home? And what does it feel like to make a home in this space, establish a new home in this space together on one accord.
Wow.
Mm.
It is. You want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. So one, it is scary. It is something that you really do have to trust in your spouse. Because there's a lot of distraction and there's a lot of unknowns when you decide that one, I'm going to marry somebody in 50 days, and two, within the next year, we're going to move out of the country, you know, and we're going to establish a home, a brand, a life in a foreign country. So it is scary to be that vulnerable. It is scary to say, I have to go to his country and trust him almost completely because I don't know anybody. It is, and I can't speak for him, but I'm sure it was kind of scary for him to know that now he has the burden of making sure that his wife is comfortable and safe and happy, because she might get back on this plane and go home. So doing this is very scary, but also doing this it's beautiful. We wake up every morning and we say, wow, we can't believe that we actually did this. We can't believe that we live here. We can't believe that we actually took that leap, invested our resources, our money, our time, our energy into creating a completely new space. We did something that is so unconventional. We did something that still to this day, some of our friends are like, we don't believe y'all really moved out of the USA. Shut up to TikTok. Right. Like what? Like what? There's something more. There's something that we don't believe that y'all really explored your options and moved out of the USA. So it's also a responsibility, because now that we're here, we have to make it so other people can see that all of it is doable. Living outside of the US is doable. Having a successful marriage is doable. Being healthy is doable. Establishing yourself in another country is doable. Trusting God is doable. We have a responsibility to do this. I don't know of any other, I'm not saying there aren't any. I don't know of any other young Black married couples that have moved out of the country and done anything like this. So we are the example. We are the prototype as far as I'm concerned. So we have a responsibility. So all of that is on us. So it's scary, it's beautiful, and it's a responsibility that we never thought we would have to do.
I'm Logan, Eugene Gray.
I was thinking more of Outkast and Baby Boy when I thought of prototype. I was thinking more Outkast. You're thinking about, and this is how our brain works. This is how it works. He's X-Men and I'm sitting here with Outkast. Yeah.
Hey, it works. It works.
But we both thinking about the prototype. We don't have to think the same. We just got to be thinking about prototype. And that's another thing when it comes to marriage. You don't have to think the same way. But when I said prototype, he had his version, I have my version, but we both know that we the prototype. You know, that's marriage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you think, Gorganus? How does it feel to win?
I mean, winning is such a term because somebody gotta lose. You know what I'm saying? So I won't say the word winning is living. How does it feel, you know what I'm saying, to just continue living, you know, and just living in God's grace, living in the fact that you could wake up and you could die tomorrow, you know, living in a positive outlook, living in your life, living in something that you always wanted to do, living free. You know, that's what I feel like I'm doing now, and I'm winning because I have someone that's living with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, you know, I'm winning every day, you know, but I'm living it.
I love that. You wake up and you win, but are you living? I love that. Let me get a cruise bomb. I love that. I love that. True. I love that analogy. I think that's nice. I thought you well.
Really?
Yes. Thank you, son.
When is the tour? When is the tour happening? Because you know y'all bigging up this island over here, so people gonna be wanting to come out to the island. They're gonna want yoga sessions. They're gonna want to see you perform. Are y'all putting together something? Are y'all putting together some kind of package? You know what I'm saying? Folks be like, hey, I need to get out of America and reset my life. You understand? I need to come sit down somewhere and do something with some people I trust, because it's con artists out here conning folks. You understand what I'm saying? They ready to get their passport and be like they ready to go somewhere, and then all of a sudden there's nowhere to go.
That's terrible.
To go. So
So many people have asked us that. We have a pretty nice following on our social media sites. On TikTok is Meet the Robinsons, and we go live and we talk to many people there. And many people have asked us if we will do like a spend the day with the Robinsons if they come over on a cruise. People ask a lot of questions about a move. I mean, that just comes with the territory. We have been here now long enough to kind of know some of the ins and outs and things to do and not to do. And so we are thinking of putting together something where we could be that bridge to people who are serious about moving. People who do need some consultation, people who do need to know what to bring, what not to bring, what paperwork they need, what paperwork they don't need, what the housing market really looks like. However, knowledge, it is only for people that are serious, because it's a lot. It's for people that are financially ready. It's not for people that are just talking, because what we would do is a huge service. We would be the eyes and the feet and the ears of St. Kitts until they get here. So for people who are not, and honestly, it all does come down to finances. Because if you're not financially ready to move out of the country, then you're not going to be able to pay us for the services. Because I'm not going to realtors to look for homes and apartments for you if you know you don't have the money to get ready to put down on a home or apartment. I'm not trying to go to the national security if you know you don't have the financial means to pay for your visa. So it's only for people that are serious about moving out of the country. But that is a service that we do want to provide for people that are serious about moving. And it is going to come with a nominal fee, because we are here doing the footwork. So, of course, anybody that is interested in information about St. Kitts and Nevis, moving to St. Kitts and Nevis, I have some informational videos on YouTube. But if people are serious, of course we would. Of course we will. Of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, what about tourism? Somebody they want the weekend, they want a week vacation type situation. They like, yo, I'm saying I just want to come for 5 days, 4 days, or destination wedding type situation, or what?
I am a certified pastor. I did go to school and I did become an ordained minister. So if people do want to get married, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I can ordained minister. So so many people come down on like day cruises, and we actually did it with a guest that came down on a day cruise. They wanted to spend the day with the Robinsons, and we took them to several different tourist sites. We took them to eat. We gave them like a specialized, personalized day with us. They asked for a couple of things that, hey, can we do this? Hey, is this legal here? Hey, can we do this? So we gave them we gave them a personalized visit with Meet the Robinsons for the nominal fee. And so that's easy. That's a day trip. But people do want to come on vacation, and sometimes they ask for like just information, hotels and things like that. But our home is suitable for people that wanted to come. We have an extra room. We can give you an experience. We are more than open and willing to share with those who are serious about coming. But we also know that people sadly want something for nothing. And nothing that we do, we want to get the word out, but nothing that we do is going to come for free. What we offer is a service, and services come with a service fee. So many times when we start talking numbers, that's when the interest loses. So we are definitely serious when they are serious.
I love that. Okay. I
Mhm.
love that. That's how y'all gonna live to be 100, okay? Because
Yeah.
somebody got the yes, and somebody got the no. Somebody like, what they say? Let me see that phone. Let me see
Let
that
me see.
phone.
Right. What they talking about?
Let me see that
Only that's like a drama.
I love it. Yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful balance. It's a beautiful balance. Like, all right, your blood pressure getting up a little bit. Let me see the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that's one of the
You're like, wait, what? Huh? I love
it's
it.
a dance.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful dance. Like,
Yeah, it is. It is. We definitely love it here. We are blessed that we were able to move. We are,
It's different, you know.
everything is different. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is different.
I feel like it's almost like coming back to Africa or something. If I ever kind of put that into perspective, it was like, man, like, oh wow, you know, this is how stuff grows. You know, this is, you know, kids saying good morning. You know, they have two schools and different level schools. They got people wearing uniforms and all that stuff, and everybody knows everybody. You know, looking out for people. You know, you don't come in an attitude. You know, you get your attitude back, but it's almost like calming, peace type. I received.
Definitely peaceful. Definitely a simple life. Easygoing. You know, there's very little stressors out here.
hmm.
And I think that was good for us. I think, you know, after a while, our bodies start to work differently again. You know, we didn't even meet each other until we were in our mid-40s. So your body starts to act different. Say blood pressure starts to go up, ailments start to come. And as much as we love America, we do know that America at times withholds information or charges a lot for that healthy food. And we can come out here and we were able to just
Fight for freedom.
right, right. We were able to get it for free. You know, we're able to get the nutrients and the sunlight and the real rain. We're able to grow our own food for little to no money. Right. We're able to just we exercise, we walk, we have fresh air. So we're able to do some of those things that we know increase your lifespan. And we're able to do it daily, and we're able to do it for little to no money. Just that in itself, besides some of the fiscal benefits that we receive here, just that in itself is enough to say, wow, I can do this. I can do this.
You live in America, you can live anywhere.
Right, right, right. And then as far as the finances and the money and things like that, your money can go farther here if you plan it right, if you do it right. So there's no taxes here. There's no IRS here. Their health care for people over 62 and under 18 is free. The doctor visits are only about $50 EC. So US, they're about $18. So things can be less expensive here. So, you know, going to work every day, you can get off work and when you can go outside and you can literally just chill out for the day. You can go to the beach after you get off work if you want to. You can go in your garden and you can grab up some spinach and you can cook spinach for dinner right out of your garden if you want to. You're thirsty, you can go pull some guava off the tree and go home and make your guava juice. So there are just benefits here that are just so different than in the United States. And it does cause you to just get into relax mode. You really do relax more. It's a simple life. We don't worry about, you know, I know in the States sometimes, oh, the new shoe is coming out and people are waiting in lines overnight for the ticket for the new shoe. You know, everybody worried about them $500 shoes out here. So you put your money to things that you need, not that you want. So it's just a different way of life. It's a different mindset out here.
Your mind has to be about like peace and calm and, you know, going back to, how things were, before you kind of, I would say that anybody coming out here would always go take a vacation, not a vacation, like stay like a week in a hotel or something.
Yeah.
Or, go through us if we still.
Or come through us.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's something you gotta experience first before you kind of make. But man, it's life changing. Seeing the breeze. You ain't gotta drive 3 hours for to go to the beach and all that stuff. It's like less than 15 minutes. It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
And then like 7 beaches, they're all free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, island life is nice. Island life is very nice. Smaller, definitely smaller than what you're used to. But it's just a calm. It's just a peace. Yeah.
That's the strength.
I'm excited. I'm coming. Okay. Gotta do my documentary out there somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm coming. Rolling up there. Right?
Come on, man.
Y'all hear this?
We gonna know she like that's just knowledge. Open the door. It's knowledge. Open the door. Come on. That's it.
Put the pistol down. It's big. It's big. Put the pistol down.
Right. Don't shoot.
Oh man.
There's none of that out here. That's another thing. We don't have to worry about getting shot because of the color of our skin out here. So that's another thing. Yeah. Beautiful country. Beautiful country.
So a final word to those aspirants, those who might be looking to come to the island. A final thought on making things work and with challenge, with tribulation, and a final thought about the benefits and the wellness from the services you provide, Mother, in regards to yoga and the healing properties associated with it, and the healing properties associated with what you provide, brother, with healing music. Okay, healing music that ain't talking about murdering nobody. Okay.
Well, I would say, one, don't think you have time. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is never promised. Whatever you want to try to achieve in life, make sure you have a goal. And, as long as that goal is beneficial, that's going to help other people grow, or even close people to you, your family members, if you're doing it for your kids, pursue that dream, because again, life is never promised. What you give is what you receive. So I always try to give, positivity, love in my music, as a person, in life, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to disappoint anybody but God. Everybody else in the world gonna be disappointed, if they choose to look at what I'm doing as something bad. I don't know what you're seeing. You need to take those glasses off or just stop working for the devil. That's just something that I decide to just to do, man. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything bad. I'm trying to uplift and trying to push people, and try to hopefully that shines into my wife as well, because she's my other half, and it'll give her a better insight, and just instead of making wrong decisions, just always think about the good things, because good always overcomes evil in anything. So that's what I try to do, man. Not disappoint God, and always put it in my music and put it in myself and live to the fullest.
Put it in your wife.
And
Something over me.
Right.
Right. That's one of the benefits. That's one of the benefits. What would I say in regards to this? I think one of my very, very, very good friends, Marie Buston Move, well before I met my husband, Marie wrote a book, and her book is called What's the Best That Can Happen? And when she signed the book for me, she wrote 2 words in there, and she said, stay open. And since 2019, whenever she gave me that book, I've been living by those two mantras. What's the best that can happen? So with any circumstance that happens in life, and I really mean any of them, death, hurt, abuse, moving, marriage, relationships that are hard to be repaired, estrangement, with anything that happens in life, instead of thinking, what's the worst that can happen? My whole mindset, and I have lived by this since 2019, family and friends can attest. I changed my whole mindset to what's the best that can happen. So no matter how I'm feeling that day, no matter what it looks like outside, no matter how scary it looks to make a move out of the country, no matter what it looks like when I meet a foreign man who wants to marry me in 39 days, no matter whenever my knee is hurting, my stomach is hurting, whenever my children are upset with me, no matter what is happening in my life, I will simply stop and say, what's the best that can happen? The truth is, our words are vibrations, and our words, the universe conspires to give us the desires of our heart. So when I say out to the universe, what's the best that can happen? The universe is obligated to answer that question. It's like the law of gravity. It is obligated to answer that question. So when I ask the universe for the best, it's going to give me the best. So whoever is listening, no matter what you want to do in life, switch your thinking from what's the worst that can happen, because remember, the universe is going to answer the question you give it. So if you ask it for the worst, it's going to give you the worst. It'll show you. Trust and believe, it'll show you.
Sometimes you need to think it.
Right. You can just think it. What is the best that can happen? And I promise you, when you create that mantra, when you start living your life like that, your entire life changes. So I don't have too much advice other than that. No matter what you want to do, whether you want to move, whether you want to get married, whether you want to go to school, whether you want to start your business, it don't really matter what you want to do. What's the best that can happen? And then whenever you get the best, stay open to receive it. Stay open to receiving it. I asked God for the best, and I got the best man. I had to be open to receiving this man with all his differences. I had to be open to receiving the best because I asked for the best. So no matter what you want to do, don't even matter. What's the best that can happen? That is my advice to anybody. And I credit that to Marie Bustin Moves, my homegirl. Yes. Right.
Wait. Is that the lady that be dancing with her daughters and
Absolutely.
oh
Yes,
my gosh.
Yes, I have known Marie for over 10 years, maybe 14 or so years. I knew Marie before the world knew Marie. Marie is my real in life homegirl. She's actually already come to St. Kitts. Her and her husband Rodney have already come here to see us.
TikTok videos.
Yes. That is my real life friend. That is my real life sister. That is my real life homegirl. Again, I've known Marie well over a decade. So when she wrote that book, and I saw her life change, and there was no there is no jealousy in friendship and love. There is no animosity. All what God does for one person, God can do for anybody. So I know that she works through that mantra of what's the best that can happen, and I see her life, and through her, I work through that mantra. What's the best that can happen? And I'm not, and I don't boast, but I'm sure you can see my life. And so I want to give that to other people. It's the same mantra that I will share with everyone else. She shared it with me. I will share it with y'all. What's the best that can happen? Absolutely. But yeah, Marie Bustin Moves, shouts out to her. That's my real life homegirl. I love that girl.
Tell her we love her. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear her story one day. Okay. We're getting ourselves together. Okay.
Absolutely. In the meantime, buy her book. I know I'm sitting here, bigging up Marie, but buy her book. What's the best that can happen? It is on Amazon. It is a true story. Buy her book. Your whole mind will change. It's one of those books that you'll be like, wow, I didn't know this was going on. There's a few books in my life that I contribute to the growth of my spirit, and that is one of them. So, and that's by a real life person. Yeah, Marie Bustin Moves.
She a hero to me. She's a hero to me, definitely.
Yeah,
Big hero.
inspirational.
Big hero.
Her whole family. They ignited a whole movement across the globe and
Yes.
made it
Yes.
okay, for positivity. And anytime I heard some Chub Rock, you understand what I'm saying? You get a little bit of
Yes.
Chub Rock. You can't go wrong with my Gemini.
Yes. Yes. That is
Okay.
my friend. That is my friend. Yes. Yes. I spoke to her today. That is my real friend. Yeah. Yep. So if you can see her light, then you know kind of, what this life is like for me. If she's such an inspiration, but it was really through that thinking of that mindset that changed our lives. I share with my husband whenever we're going through something, what's the best that can happen? And even sometimes when I get kind of down, he'll have to check me. What's the best that can happen? So we live that, and I believe by living that, the best happens. Like it's out of our control when you put that question out there. It's out of our control. Yeah.
I love that. And I love y'all for your time, for the jewels. Y'all gonna see me soon. Look, I'm gonna find my way. Okay, I'm gonna find my way. I need some guava juice for free. I need some free guava juice. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. I'll make it for you.
We up in the building. Okay, to get this transformation like soon, like this year. It's a wrap. Okay. It's a wrap. So I'm gonna pay my nominal fee for the service and get it together and see what's required, okay, and do what I need to do. All right.
Right. Thank you.
So tell them to be loving if they see me in the background in the cabin, like
Right. All in the videos.
All in the video, okay. Yes.
I love it.
One more final word for y'all go. Something, and then let people know where to find you, how to get that wonderful apparel that you got on. You understand what I'm saying? Because you've been stunting on us this whole time. Like, yeah, this is the brand. Okay, this is the new brand.
Gorganus. Yeah, you could definitely find me on Instagram, Gorganus. And then in the link on the Instagram link, this actually takes you to the clothing line store where you can actually purchase it, ship it anywhere in the world. Instagram, YouTube, you could also find me on Gorganus, Gorganus. And then also has all the new music, videos, upcoming shows, real sessions, everything about the Robinsons and hip hop, you know what I'm saying? As a whole. And stay positive, man. You know what I'm saying? Things will work out. This is your life. Live it to the fullest, but also live it positively.
Absolutely. And you can find me everywhere at Yoga Bae Jay. Yoga Bae Jay on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I have plenty of videos on YouTube where I even have some yoga sessions, 5 minutes a day with Jay. I have some questions and answers about the move to St. Kitts. But it's all positive stuff on the Yoga Bae Jay YouTube. But you can find me everywhere, Yoga Bae Jay. Also to follow us on TikTok is Meet the Robinsons. Meet the Robinsons on TikTok. We go live. We actually do live yoga to subscribers on Meet the Robinsons on TikTok. So we are kind of like everywhere. We are kind of like everywhere.
We're internationally known,
homegrown, on the microphone. Yeah.
Bars for your mind.
Right. Thank you.
We want to thank the Robinsons, okay, for robbing us from this obscure mindset that we got, okay. They stole it away from us and threw it in the trash, okay, and had us walking in the light of the sun, okay. So shout out to the Robinsons for giving us a mantra for life, okay. What's the best that can happen? Right?
Yeah.
What's the best that can happen? And I need y'all back for a part 2 and a part 22, okay. Look. Right,
yes.
Definitely. I'm be bothering y'all. Okay, I'm be bothering y'all. Excuse me.
Absolutely. We definitely will.
Yes.
Word. All right, we out of here, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Every time I run up there, all right, thank you.
Talk with no action. Mommy just a smile and walk like nothing happened. They be slinging sticks and stones, but me a gudgeon. Kill them with success, not give them no satisfaction. Some of them are talk with no action. Mommy just a smile and walk like nothing happened. They be slinging sticks and stones, but me a gudgeon. Kill them with success, not give them no satisfaction. What competition they probably missing or incomplete. They Bobby fishing for information under my feet. You're still rocking Halloween mask, trick or treat. This attack on Titans, these rappers about to flee. They got a freak, how you be? Can she like the way I speak? Can she pick my physique? Smile biting up a room from cheek onto cheek. The way I flow to this beat, man, it feel like a creek. Tell Kong I'm the king, yo, with Diddy at. And if he acts right, he probably get his bananas back. Lyrically, I get arrested like cardiac, and if you can't beat them, join them. Some piggyback. Been nice since Dino Crisis. Cracking sink ships, eternal vice grips. Flow effortless, how nice a time this. Lyric shoot to kill me, don't shoot and miss. Some of them are talk but no action. For me, just a smile and walk like nothing happened. They be slinging sticks and stones, but me a gudgeon. Kill them with success, not give them no satisfaction. Some of them are talk but no action. For me, just a smile and walk like nothing happened. They be slinging sticks and stones, but me a gudgeon. Kill them with success, not give them no satisfaction. Negativity, you left it alone. Failure is a stepping stone. Boy, you better check your tone. Swing like a metronome. Send the calls before a phone. Sitting on the iron throne. Winter's coming and I'm gonna hate the cold. I'm skin and bone. Some people so sometimes-ish, they hit and miss. They only out for themselves, yo. I'll each of this. That didn't know God grind is ridiculous. Man, you think it's a game, yo? Kid Icarus. They probably pissed, but don't hate the player, hate the game. It's obvious, yeah, you and I were not the same. I'm so fly, man, your sword took a different plane. Be a leader, not a follower. Break the chain. Simple and plain. They sold their soul for the fame. Get what I'm saying? Soul for real, candy rain. With no delay, I'm in your brain like migraine. And at first you don't succeed, well you try again. Talk but no action. For me just a smile and walk like nothing happened. They be slinging sticks and stones, but me a gudgeon. Kill them with success, not give them no satisfaction. Success, no give them no satisfaction. Talk and talk, for me just a smile and walk. They be slinging sticks.
Hell yeah.